Hello, my dear data lovers. This is Marcus Cortez. Welcome to our Data Focus channel. Today we have so many data visualization tools, and they're all great. But I want to highlight two of the best visualization tools out there. First, Power BI, and second, Tableau. Right? I use both of these tools in my work day to day, so I have plenty of experience, and I want to dive deeper into the main differences and the main strengths and weaknesses of both of these tools. And at the end, I'll give you my verdict. Which do I think is the best visualization tool for 2024? So stick with me till the end. Okay. If you're not subscribed to our channel, please do that. Give your thumbs up so we can always bring you great content here on YouTube. So let's go. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have like great visualization tools out there. We have Google Looker, we have Power BI, we have Tableau, we have so many great tools out there, right? In 2024, I'd say Power BI and Tableau are by far the number 1 and 2 data visualization tools in the market right now. Of course, there are plenty, and it depends on your use. But for most analysts, that's what they use. That's what you probably used or you come across at some point in your career. I just want to dive deeper because I do have experience in both of these tools. I am certified in both Power BI and Tableau. So I want to show you my opinion. What do I think is best for you based off of my experience and based off of what we have on the market today. Okay. So first of all, ease of use, right? So that'll be the first category, and that's very important, especially for someone learning a new tool. It's very important if the tool is easy to use or not. I'd say Power BI take the lead on this one. Power BI is very, it has a very nice interface. It's very similar to other Microsoft products. So it's very easy for you to learn and master Power BI. Even though you don't have plenty of experience, it'll be harder for you to master DAX calculations, to master Power Query, M language. But if you're only creating like charts and visualizations, you do just fine using Power BI without much experience. While as in Tableau, the learning curve is a bit longer, it's a bit steeper, because it will take you more time to master that tool. It's a great tool. It has a good interface, don't get me wrong. But I'd say on this category, I would give the victory to Power BI because it's so much more interactive and easy to use than Tableau. And as you can see here, right, I have side by side, I have Tableau on my left and Power BI on my right. Power BI has that ribbon kind of layout as we are familiar with from other Microsoft products like Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and all. So you have so many options to create different visualizations, right? You can use the menu bar on top. You can use this menu on the right. You can also use the interactive menu here from each visualization. So it's very interactive. It's very easy for you to get by. As in Tableau, it's a little bit trickier for you to kind of understand the logic. When you pass that learning curve, then it's a walk in the park, right? You know what you're doing and it's fine. But for first comers, it's a bit harder for you to understand that logic. And some of these things are not intuitive at all. So there are a few tricks that you need to drag into the right place, the pills. You need to change that pill from discrete to measure. And it might be messy if you don't know what you're doing. So you need to rely on the community to ask for questions and get the answers for when you do this or how you do this or how you do that in Tableau. Integration capabilities, I'd say this is a tie because both tools have great integration capabilities, both on data connections and also for other tools as well. Power BI, for example, it connects very well with Microsoft products. For example, if your data is in Microsoft Azure, then definitely use Power BI because they can talk to each other very well. Also, Power BI has a great integration with Copilot, and they're strengthening and powering that integration more and more since AI is so hyped right now, right? It's a great tool. So you do have some integrated Power BI Copilot capabilities in Microsoft Power BI desktop. So you're able to create some simple DAX calculations using Copilot, which is great, right? Even if you don't have experience or don't understand DAX language, you can still create customized calculations using Copilot. And in Power BI Server, you also have that capability. Actually, you give that capability to your user to ask questions about the data, right? You do need the pro subscription or premium subscription or whatever, but still it has a great integration with Copilot, and I can only see that growing, right? As of Tableau, it has a vast list of different data sources you can connect to. Tableau works very, very well for big data and complex databases you need to connect to. And it also has a very good integration with Salesforce, right? Tableau is owned by Salesforce. So if you're a company, you work for a big company who uses Salesforce as their main CRM software, so you probably want to use Tableau because they talk to each other very, very well. Tableau also has some AI capabilities. They just launched Tableau Pulse, which is similar to what Copilot does. Not quite the same. It still has some limitations. You need to publish the data source. You don't have the ability to create calculated fields just like you do with Copilot and Power BI. But the user has the ability to ask questions about the data, right? When you have everything set. So I can only see that growing as well because AI is growing, hyped. So they do have that tool. I used it a little bit. It's promising. It's working well. So for this guy, I'll give the victory a little bit to Power BI, just because it has a wider range of integration than Tableau. But it's kind of a technical tie, I'd say. Yeah, and as you can see, when you connect to a data source in Tableau, you have a list, huge list, SQL databases, so many different big data databases. As for Power BI, you also have a big list of data connections, right? But I'd say for Microsoft, for Power BI, the big strength is the integration with other Microsoft tools, just like Microsoft Copilot. And now they just launched Microsoft Fabric, which is kind of the one hub for all their data visualizations, data manipulation, everything data related to the user for Microsoft. So that thing is growing, and I can see that bringing great capabilities. Power BI also has the other Power platforms, right, like Power Automate and some other great tools out there that they talk to each other very, very well. For data visualizations, they're very, very different. If you work with both tools, you know what I mean. So Power BI relies on the simplicity and interactivity, right? It's very interactive for the user to filter other visualizations based on their selection on the screen. And it's very easy for you to build that, and it blows their mind, right? Something amazing, and it's easy to build on Power BI, right? So I think that's the main strength for Power BI. And that comes from Excel, right? So they had Excel, they built Power Query, and then they came up with Power BI. Excel has all these capabilities, but it's not very interactive. As in Power BI, you have that strength. But for Tableau, you don't have quite the same interactivity. You do have some. You have the ability to to map what one visualization will do to the other, like filter, highlight, just like you do in Power BI. But it's not quite the same. It's not as easy as it is in Power BI. But on the other hand, Tableau has the ability to create so many complex visualizations and has the ability to showcase complex data in very different and creative ways. So I really enjoy Tableau for that. You're not tied to the pie charts, the donut charts, the bar charts, the line charts. You have so many different visualizations out there. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of cool visualizations out there on the web. And I'm sure that for the more complex ones, it's easier to build that in Tableau than it is in Power BI. Okay, so for example, here in Tableau, you have like these cool visualizations. You can also do that in Power BI, right? But it's not quite the same. Like you see these kind of bar mixed with a table here in Tableau. So you have so much control over the different markers, the different colors, the different sizes in Tableau that you're able to create like almost anything, right? As in Power BI, the focus is different, right? It's focused on simple visualizations, very interactive. The learning curve, as we mentioned, it's shorter, so it's easier for you to learn. But Tableau has the potential and the ability to create more complex visualizations. For pricing and licensing, they're very different, right? So Power BI, right now, the price for the Pro license, I think that's the cheaper one that you need to pay for. It's about $20 per user per month. So that's a great solution for small and medium businesses, right? Power BI desktop is free to use. You can download on your computer for free and create, but you don't have the ability to share those reports on Power BI server with with the other users, right? You need a pro license in order to do that. You can do that using a public link, but that's not great because you do need to worry about data privacy, right? So you need that pro license, and it's about $20 per user per month. While Tableau charges these days something like $70 per user per month. So it's more expensive, mainly because Power BI is more focused on big corporations, big companies, right? Just because it handles very, very well complex data, big data, while Power BI it's a very good solution for small and medium businesses, right? So it really depends on your use. It really depends on where you are right now, but they do have like a very different pricing range, right? For the community and support, I'd say I'll give this a tie because both Power BI and Tableau have an amazing community, right? I'm a part of it. You are part of it. That's why we're here on YouTube. You're watching this video because you're part of this community, right? So whenever you go to Google and you search for a question, how do I create this calculation or that DAX calculation? You definitely find a website or a blog or a forum post or a Reddit post with someone asking that same question, and you find plenty of replies and people helping out. I'd say the main difference is that Tableau relies a lot on their community forum. So if you research and you try to find an answer for Tableau, you probably end up in their community page, their official community page, which is great, right? But I'd say Power BI is more spread out across the web, right? You'll find solutions everywhere in websites, in blogs, in Microsoft community. But I'd say the official Microsoft community for Power BI is smaller than that of Tableau, just because one is on the road for a longer time. And I don't know, they have this, and the community engage more with the forum posts and the questions and all. So both communities, they do work pretty well, but the official community of Tableau is stronger than that of Microsoft. That has been my experience as well. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. But that has been my experience when I'm researching for a question or trying to figure it out or troubleshoot something. So after all, what's my verdict? I'm not biased, right? Because I do use both of these tools day to day in my work. I'm certified in both of these tools. I see the capabilities, the strengths, and the weakness for both of these tools. So they do have use cases that are very different one from another, right? But overall, I'm gonna give this one to Power BI, right? Please don't hate me, Tableau community. So for 2024, that's the tool I'd recommend. The AI capabilities for Power BI is growing very, very strongly. I've used Copilot capabilities and it's amazing what it can do. The easy to use, the interactivity, the user interface makes it so easy for newcomers to learn how to use the tool, right? I do like the DAX calculations and the ability to use Power Query. Tableau has something like that, Tableau Prep, but it's a different tool. It's not integrated, fully integrated, just like Power Query. So I do love that. So Power BI is a very local solution that for small and medium businesses work very, very well. But again, if you work for a company that uses Salesforce, for example, or complex data and you need to use those complex visualizations, definitely go to Tableau because it has more capabilities in that area than Power BI. Okay. All right. So let's see what 2024 brings us with all the new updates for these tools. Maybe my opinion will change at the end of the year. We'll see. But let me know what you think in the comments below, if I got it right or if you think that I got it wrong. I love to hear your opinion, your comments as well. And please do leave your thumbs up, leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe so I can continue to bring you great content, great videos about data visualizations and data tools. See you next time.